Welcome into Orem High School for Orem High Basketball on the Rewind Sports Network as we've got our season opener for the Tigers as they prepare to host the Judge Memorial Bulldogs. Thank you for joining us, everyone. My name is Dane Stewart. Pleased to be joined by Braden Johnson. Braden, start of the high school season. We've got a great matchup tonight, a pair of teams that figure to be in the running for state championships in their respective classifications.
Yeah, that's right. I'm really excited to see this Orem team. They've had some few transfers this offseason. I think they'll be a fun team to watch. I'm really excited for this game. And Judge, even though they struggled the other night, has traditionally given the better teams in 4 and 5A some fits. So I'm excited to see how this Orem team handles a really aggressive Judge team. So this should be a fun one.
It's a very athletic Judge team, and they returned a lot of players from that state championship team last season. You talked about they lost last night to Layton Christian. Coach Colebrown's all about trying to help his team understand where they're at, where they got to get better. But JJ Apatjang is a young man we'll talk about a lot tonight. Dang, Majok Jang. There's a lot of athleticism for this Judge roster.
Yeah, it'll be a fun one. Now, you can't get too down after a loss, especially in high school hoops, especially when you get to come play a good Orem team. This is a good opportunity for these guys to show how good they are and that they should be in the running for a state championship this year.
Meanwhile, this Orem team, Coach Tavita's done a great job. Jace Tavita, head coach here. They returned a lot of guys from a team that had a great year last year, but they've got state championship aspirations this year. Talk about a lot of the returners, a guy like Kai Wesley, Trey Hyatt, Jax Allen, and then they welcome in the big man Chamberlain Burgess. This is a really talented Orem roster.
Yeah, they'll be fun. Chamberlain was a great pickup for them this offseason, just committed to BYU. He'll be a fun one to watch and see how he sparks this Orem offense. And on the defensive end, he had a great offseason with Utah prospects, and he was doing some great things on the defensive end with them. So I would expect him to make some great plays on the defensive end tonight.
He can really cause defenses trouble because his length, he can play inside, but he's a good shooter. You know about length that can shoot.
Yeah.
It can be a game changer. So it'll be interesting to see what he brings to this Orem roster. Orem in the home, white and blue. Judge in the road, red and gold as we get ready to kick off our boys basketball season coverage right here on KSLSports.com. It's Burgess and Dang to tip it off, and the opening tip finds its way to the Orem Tigers. We'll let you know the clock you see on your screen, unofficial. At times we started early, stopped it late, that sort of thing. Keep it true with the official clock here in the gym. They look inside to Burgess, opening possession, an easy two for Orem.
Yeah, just like we were talking about, this is what Orem's going to get this year with Chamberlain Burgess inside.
Judge coming up the other way. This is a group, they like to play fast. Let's see how they try to attack this Orem group. Is that one pass off the mark? I'll tell you, it's not the biggest crowd at Orem, but man, it is loud in this building, isn't it?
It is loud. This gym's always loud. I feel like no matter who's in here, the students show up, and it's always a fun environment.
And you wonder, coming off a loss last night, early turnover, see if they can get kind of settled. This is Burgess working the block again. On his own miss. Here's Dastrup.
Great shot.
I'm a big Hyatt fan. He was great for them last year, and he gets the early jumper here.
Yep. What an underrated shot in basketball. If you can hit that 15-foot jump shot consistently, it's a great sign for your offense.
Their coach is trying to take that out of the game. I can't believe it, Braden.
Nope.
This worked up top. Here's Apatjang. Talk about him in the open. Good drive.
It was a good move.
And here comes Burgess. Up with Allen. Hyatt going to try the three.
Man, Burgess is working hard inside.
I was going to say, we're familiar with him. He played at Lone Peak the last couple of years. Boy, he looks intent on coming out and making a statement for this Orem group tonight.
He does. He looks like he's got a little bit of a chip on his shoulder this season, playing extra aggressive.
And down with Hyatt, working in the post, little turnaround.
Great move. What an underrated aspect of high school basketball now, the post game. What a great move by Hyatt.
He's listed at 6'4", but he plays a lot bigger than that physical, too. Here's a steal. Mickelson with the left-handed finish. And one for Michael Mickelson. He'll head to the line.
Tough finish.
What a start here for Orem. Opening minutes, 8-0. Been strong on the glass offensively and defensively.
Yeah, Orem's not forcing too much, which is a good sign for them. They're just getting what they want, working it inside, and it's working out for them.
So Mickelson here left it short. Rebound there by the Bulldogs.
Let's see how Judge responds to this quick Orem lead.
Been tough for them to even get in their offense.
Yeah.
Orem's really pressured them.
Yeah, you can see how aggressive Orem is right now, jumping high those ball screens. Really tough to get around and get downhill and get into your offense when you can't get to where you want to go.
Here's Apethjang. Works to Allure. Three on the way. Dang, there you go.
Good shot. Smooth looking jump shot by Dang.
Dang with the three, his first points of the game. Talk about length that can shoot. He's got it. Good sign for him here early. Here's Allen. He's not taking a shot yet tonight. He gets fouled.
I like that. Good little ISO play for Allen at the high post. Clear out the right side for him. It's a good looking play by Orem.
Good little combo guard. He's a contributor Cedar Valley 2 years ago, came over here at Orem last year, and he's poised for a real big year. You mentioned committed to Utah State.
Yep.
I think he's got a good one.
Yep. Yeah, Jax Allen, he's a fun kid to watch.
Oh, off the inbound.
Good play. That's so frustrating as a coach on the defensive end. Just a miscommunication there, and Orem took advantage of it.
He does not have the high-profile name, but man, can he play. Trey Hyatt with 6 points in the opening quarter. 10-3 Orem. You're watching Orem basketball on the Rewind Sports Network. We'll be back 5.5 to go. Opening quarter, Dayton Stewart, Graydon Johnson with you. 10-3 Orem. Good start for the home side. Now a little bit of pressure. First time we've seen this from Orem tonight.
I like to see how aggressive Orem is this first half. Really trying to send a statement.
I think one of the other things Chamberlain brings him is he helps give some depth to this Orem side too, where you can be more aggressive. Maybe pick up some fouls. You got a bench that you can bring guys on from.
Yep.
Interesting to see how that may impact their season. Here's a three on the way. That was
good shot. Yeah, I really like to see Judge settle in a little bit more, create some open shots for them.
Pair of made threes for Dang. 6'5" senior for Coach Sanjin Kolobrat. There's Dastrup. That pass deflected. Chance able to keep it here. Oh, good handle. That shot just off.
What a board.
How about Burgess crashing the board? And we've got a foul here after the play. Was that on Burgess?
I missed that one. Oh, just a delay of game.
So that's actually a rule adjustment this year. Anytime like the ball doesn't go straight to the official, it's going to be a delay of game. And that includes like taking a half-court shot 2 seconds after the horn, delay a game. So it'll be really interesting. That'll be an adjustment for players and coaches to get used to this year.
Yeah, something you're going to have to practice it for sure.
Another adjustment with high school this year, no more closely guarded call on the dribble.
Okay. Good back cut by Judge. Just like we were saying earlier, that's another thing that is so tough when you have such a long big that you're trying to score on. You think you've got a wide open back cut, but there's always that second wall you got to get through.
This Judge team, there will be plenty of matchups where they have the length advantage, but when you play in Orem or Layton Christian, that's more neutral. So they got to figure out a way to not have the turnovers. We've seen a couple here already.
Mm-hmm.
Burgess, what a handoff.
Good pass.
Hyatt with the bucket and then a foul here on the pressure.
Yeah, great cut by Hyatt. A lot of players kind of get stuck in that mentality of needing to clear out when the big man has the ball, but Hyatt knew exactly where to cut, and Burgess able to find him.
Well, and even Burgess able to find him. A lot of times you'll see a big man try to force that up, right? Draw contact.
Yep.
Chamberlain there recognizes he's got a teammate who can make the finish. Just go across the timeline.
Seems like Orem's starting to pull back a little bit and not be as aggressive, maybe trying to save a few fouls.
Ismail on the drive, blocked
Good
away.
block.
Great protection there by Burgess.
Yeah, it's honestly a great keep and good drive on that. Not much you can do when you're going up against that height.
Yeah. Substitutions, Kai Wesley's come on for the Tigers, as has the freshman Troy Kafusi, as that three just came out. Judge able to pick it up here with Apith Jang. His three is good. 3 triples for the Bulldogs in this opening quarter. Here's Allen. On a dash trip off the mark. Judge will inbound here with Dang. Worked over. Allure, he'll try the three. Off the front of the rim. Offensive board, and Burgess going to pick up the foul.
Judge is shooting the ball quite well to open up the game. Something dangerous for teams is that getting too comfortable for three. So I'd like to see them work it a little bit more inside, and then as they work it more inside, potentially opening up more of the three for them. But overall, great shooting by Judge this first half.
First free throw, just a touch strong. Every time they try to take it inside, the defense has been there. It's really been the only shot they've been able to get away confidently and regularly. It has been that three-point shot.
Yeah. Another thing, especially what you got to tell the big men, is don't get too intimidated after a few blocks. A block is a block. It's not going to impact the game that much, so don't let that get too much in your head and keep attacking.
Well, that's the other thing. In a case like that, that time the attacking actually drew the contact. That's how you get to the line, right? So don't take that away just because there's a block or two.
Exactly.
Burgess, little turnaround, soft touch.
Great hook shot.
He's got 6, Hyatt with 8. And that one denied.
Yeah, going back to the move with Burgess, that was a great move, slowing the game down a little bit. A lot of post players, they want to go fast, but that's a sign of maturity as the senior knows how to slow down and work it inside and get to his jump hook.
Inbounded in the corner, Dang, that one's short. Wesley with the board. Worked around, Dastrup. Here's Kafusi. Just missed, rebound. Applechain sends to Dang. Allure, his three is good.
That's a great driving kick. Now that they've worked it inside a little bit, Orem started to crash down and left a great kick out for three.
The fourth made three, and this is a one-possession ball game. It doesn't feel like Judge has been in it, but yet it's one possession here late in the quarter. Wesley trying to answer, and he does. What a shot from Kai.
A good answer right there.
Back to a 6-point lead. Through the lane, deflected away. Allen got tripped up. Here's Judge. Dang with the dunk.
A little bit of chaos right there, but Judge able to capitalize on it. A good finish by Dang.
Final minute of this opening quarter, 19-15, Orem in front.
Oh, great high-low. What a great seal. Good cross screen by Kai, leaving the high-low wide open.
I mean, in high school, when you've got two players that are 6'7", and they both show they can shoot, it sets that up so perfectly, doesn't it?
Oh, it does, yeah. Even Kai probably, he made the right decision with the pass, but if he wanted to, he could have shot that high post shot just as easily. Great action by Orem.
Burgess here at the line. He's got 2, and the first one, still getting used to the rims here in Orem. That one just betrayed him.
They look a little stiff.
Chamberlain. Here's Dang. Moore gets it back. That's where he blocked by Chamberlain. A pair of blocks for Burgess in this opening quarter.
Yeah, Burgess is looking good on the defensive end so far.
Dastrup kicks to Kafusi. No. Burgess with the board. Shot clock turned off here. Final 20. Clock down to 8. Dastrup on the drive. Lane opens
Great
up.
take.
Dang with the heave. That'll be long, and that'll do it. 22-15, a strong start for Orem to open up the 24-25 season on KSLSports.com. Welcome back, Orem High School. Start of the second quarter. Dane Stewart, Braden Johnson with you. What a start for Orem. 22-15, 8 points for Hyatt, 7 for Burgess. It's been the defense of Orem. It's been so tough, especially on the inside, Braden.
Yeah, very aggressive. We were talking about this earlier, but it's really hard mentally to get through. Orem's got so much height, and after a few blocks, it's kind of hard to get past that mental block of just attacking the rim.
Little floater that was short, tapped out by Dang. Here's Allure. That is short. A couple good looks on that possession.
They didn't score, but they did exactly what I was hoping they would do, and that was attack the hoop.
Here's Kafusi. Opening with Hyatt. A soft touch.
Strong.
Really impressed with the post play of Orem here early.
Very impressive. You can tell they've been working on that at practice. Every player that's gotten the ball down low has been strong and decisive and been able to control their body well. It's a very good skill to have.
Allure trying to drive around Burgess. That's not going to work.
Man, Burgess, he is everywhere tonight already. It's the first half, and I haven't kept track of his blocks, but it's got to be close to 3.
Yeah, I unofficially, I've got him at 3. He's been really good. And that doesn't count as rebounding.
Right.
There's a 3, Allure, that one, no.
Oh, good hustle.
Nice save.
Yeah, that's a skill that tends to go unlooked, especially in high school. The rebounding and just being active in the hustle plays. You really see it from most of the kids on the Orem Tigers tonight.
I think, most of the time you think rebounding, you think defensive, but how many second, third chances Orem had off of offensive rebounds in this first half as well?
That's a good-looking shot. I wouldn't be too upset about that one.
Wesley with the clear. Here's Kafusi. Nicholson thought about it.
Good kick out.
Yep, here's the freshman. Very patient offense.
Yeah, they're definitely trying to get what they want right there. Tough shot by Burgess.
Yep. Here's Kafusi, his 3, that one good.
And just like we were talking about, those second chance opportunities, Orem's been working it hard on the offensive end with the rebounds.
How about the freshman with the triple? You can tell he's confident in that shot, but that's the first one that's gone down for him tonight. Is Dang on the other end? No. Here comes Orem. Burgess has position. Yeah. Chamberlain going to head back to the line here.
At the line for the Tigers, number 24, Chamberlain Burgess, with 2 shots.
2 here for Chamberlain. Split a trip back in the first quarter. And what was a 16-13 game, all of a sudden a 12-2 run is really opening this up for the Tigers.
Yep. And again, I credit this to all the hustle points that Orem's been working for. The second chance opportunities, Orem's just working a little bit harder right now, and it's paying off.
Burt just splits it again. Moore works to Dang.
Good ball movement.
Very good. Peak kicks this out. Got it back in the corner. Good offense, just didn't have the result.
Unfortunate result, but I love the ball movement there. I'd like to see them work it inside next time, see if they get some downhill attack, but they're getting shots.
Burgess, that shot won't go. And that's the other thing if you're a Judge. If you can work through the paint tonight, even though you may not have success, you get a little bit of a feel because you're not going to go against much more talented front courts than you've got in Orem tonight.
Right.
Foul there in midcourt.
Changing back to the Tigers, number 2, Jack Allen.
This is the first time Burgess is going to get a breather tonight. We'll see if Judge makes any changes going down low.
I mean, Wesley's still on, but you just try to attack the paint here.
Mm-hmm.
Allen on the block. How about Jax?
Good move by Jax. Another move I like to see, a guard post up. You don't really see that a ton. Becoming a little bit more popular in college, but good move by Jax.
Well, you know, it reminds me of the glory days of my favorite player. That was Gary Payton. Right?
That's
once
true.
He got old, he was down on the block. Actually, once they got rid of Kemp, then Payton had to play guard and forward.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
That shot won't go. Rebound to Hyatt. Dastrup. And traveling. I mean, I don't know Dastrup's, I don't know what the basketball measurement is, 40, 100, whatever. That guy got up the floor quicker than you'll see on a high school floor.
Yeah, that's right. Dastrup's somebody, too, who may not necessarily light up the stat sheet, but he does a lot of things you will not notice, like that. I mean, getting the ball up the court so fast, finding an open man. Dastrup's a fun player to watch.
And he's one of the, like, he can be a go-to guy in a tight game late, and he'll make that shot, right? Where it's like, you need someone to make it, chance your guy.
Right.
Here's Mickelson on the run out and finish. And a timeout taken. 32-15. Orem comfortable here at home. 32-15, a 10-0 run for Orem here in this second quarter. Played over 4 minutes. This Orem team looks really, really good, Braden.
Yeah, they do. I mean, this is what I was expecting going into this game. Orem got a lot of experience on this end. They're going to be a fun team to watch going through this season.
Back with that pressure.
That's a good press break.
Yeah.
Good play by Judge.
I love that. You get a little bit of momentum using that screen and get a bit of a surge 2-on-1 and a nice finish.
Yep.
Dang now with 10 for Judge. Bulldogs with the steal. Nice job out of this timeout.
Judge coming out with some fire after that timeout. Looking solid, more aggressive.
And really, if you're Coach Kolovrat, I mean, Judge is a 3A team playing a 5A. You just want to see, like, the competitiveness and then see them trying to execute, right?
Right.
Like, you recognize very talented Judge roster, very talented Orem roster. Really just about, like, helping your group get familiar and wanting to see the effort, right?
Right. Yeah, valuable experience for this group. Again, another open shot.
Yeah. They've had good looks.
Yep.
And there's Dang with the steal.
And considering how this game's being played, I wouldn't be too upset as the head coach of Judge.
up to a lower, just couldn't handle it. Here's Gaster. Three wouldn't go. Rebound to Judge. Bulldogs on the run. Here's Dang. Oh, junction
Good
J.
jump shot.
He's been their best player offensively tonight.
Shooting the ball very well, very smooth and decisive.
And on that one, you get the hard closeout by Burgess. Patience, just take a step in.
Yeah, that one pump fake and one dribble pull up. It's a great move.
We had a jersey malfunction. This will help everyone understand. Got to tuck them in. No business casual here tonight.
No, no, sir. I wouldn't be surprised to see here Judge continuing to do some high ball traps right here with the ball screen.
There's Hyatt. That shot wouldn't go. Burgess, the follow-up wouldn't go.
Good defensive effort by Judge right there, not giving up on a play.
Well, they're sliding quickly, like they're right up in the face. They're not conceding anything here. .150 left, opening half. Dang with the long three.
Great shot, no hesitation there. He saw that separation, knew that was going up before the catch.
He's got 15 of their 22.
Got to keep finding the hot hand.
Yeah. Nicholson. Hyatt looking into Burgess. Well, great job staying vertical there, Braden.
Great double team right there. That high-low was working for them earlier. And Judge is making some good adjustments, anticipating that high-low.
Chance to get this back to single digits. Is Wesley going to come back on the floor? That was on Burgess. I think his second.
That's what they said. Yep, his second foul. Look at Dashup picking him up from full court.
Yeah. Dang, now defended by Allen.
That's good defense.
How about the tap there by Chance?
Man, the hands have been active tonight. Judge coming up with a good stop.
Yeah, Chance hand was on the arm. I thought from my angle, I thought it looked like he did get the ball.
Yeah, I thought he did.
.45 seconds to go. Oh, Allen.
Good still.
It's going to be on the floor. Nice still there by Jax. He's gotten very accustomed to talking about his offense. You see him make a play like that. Shows he's more of a complete player than just kind of that shooter scorer that we've grown accustomed to.
Oh, for sure. Especially now with such a loaded team now offensively. I wouldn't be surprised to see him make more plays defensively.
Yeah. Back to Hyde off that roll.
It's a great pocket pass there. Great roll.
First points in over 3 minutes for Orem right there. Here's Nicholson. That might have been blocked.
That was a good block.
That was Ismail on the recovery. Here's Dang. That's on the floor as well.
Both teams playing hard on defense right now. Orem, their hands are very active. And Judge hustling back, not giving up on any plays.
Well, and how about the offense we've seen created very quickly from defensive plays, right? You have the block on this, and 2 seconds, 3 seconds later, you're down
right.
to the other basket.
Right.
Apith-Jang to inbounds. 12 to play in the half. JJ, he'll try the 3.
There we go.
It's a 9-point game. Allen will have a look. Just missed, and that'll do it. Halftime, 34-25. Orem leading Judge. You're watching Orem High Basketball on the Rewind Sports Network. Welcome back to Orem High School, start of the second half. Dane Stewart, Braden Johnson with you. Braden, we saw really impressive minutes from Orem. They expand this lead to 16, something like that. Didn't have that responsive Judge. Saw great grit from them the back couple of minutes of that second quarter.
Yeah, during that stretch, Orem got exactly what they wanted on the offensive end and was able to get some good stops on defense. And Judge just missed some open shots, and Orem took advantage of it. Towards the end of the half, it got a lot more active. Judge got a lot more aggressive, was able to settle in. So I think the second half, I would expect to see Judge to create a little bit more hectic rhythm to the game and see if they can speed Orem up just a little bit.
I'm sure Coach Colivrat would probably disagree. It almost felt like maybe some sticker shock of Judge that early second quarter. Ever since that timeout, they've been more intense, kind of more locked in, more dedicated, and it's appeared that way, at least to me.
Yep, no, I 100% agree.
Judge able to bring it up the floor here. Dang was down for just a moment. He's back on his feet. He was the top scorer in the game at the half, had 15 to lead the way for the Dogs. Extra pass
good
into
extra.
The corner. Just misses, tapped out, though, Katir. Apith-Jang, his 3 is short. Here's Dastrup. Speedy sends it out to Jax.
Dastrup does a great job getting downhill, opens up the offense.
I mean, I don't know. Is there a guard who can guard him?
That's pretty tough. Yeah, it's pretty tough.
And Bird just can't get that put back to go. At 3, no.
Another offensive rebound by Orem. They're working hard on that glass.
Yes, they are. Burgess sends out Mickelson. And an offensive foul going to be called here on Burgess. That'll be his 3rd. Man, how many looks for Orem? Just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Couldn't find it, and I wouldn't be too upset if I was Chamberlain on that. He's working hard.
But it is his 3rd. He's going to come out here, 6.5 to go in the quarter.
Right.
Allure works over to Dang. He's got to look at 3.
I really like that action by Judge, that quick slip, leaving the 3 wide open.
Dastrup with a rare miss.
Yeah, it's tough to keep up with him.
Yeah.
He's a quick kid.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of a guard that I think could.
It's pretty hard to find.
It's hard. And a foul here. You saw that hand come down on the hip.
Yeah. So, it's hard. As a player, you don't really notice it. I mean, a lot of players get called for that and don't realize they've got a hand on the hip or their arms are coming down. But I really like that ISO play coming out from under the basket right there. Jax Allen just pops open. They got a cut through on the opposite block. Leaving a good downhill play. Creates the foul.
I really like the awareness we've seen them play with. When Burgess is on the floor, they're working through the paint. When he's off, well, now we're driving and attacking. And they still have great ball movement regardless, but the way that they're initiating their offense has been very aware of who's on the floor at that time.
Yeah, I agree. What I'm surprised with is seeing how active Jax Allen becomes in the low post when Chamberlain's out. Good offensive rebound.
Wesley.
Now that's a play that usually coaches implement. When I played at Snow, we called that a crunch. Simply, you're just having your guys run to the opposite block, and a lot of times if you execute it right, it'll happen just as you saw.
There's Allure straight away. His three, no. Allen. Jax. Gives to Trey, his three, no. And that one poked away, good hands by Nicholson.
Got a little carryover from the first half, getting a little sped up and active hands again.
Been kind of a frantic start of this third quarter. We've had open looks, haven't been able to see that ball go through the rim much, but boy, up and down the floor here.
Right. Like I said earlier, if I'm Judge, this is exactly how I want the game to go.
Yeah. Apith Jane. Trying to work through, and a foul here going to be called on Nicholson.
Some good moves getting down low to try to draw that foul.
There were fans over here calling for the carry. Braden, I mean, I know players don't love the carry call. You think Apith Jane maybe came up a little high with that? Or
it's tough. I wouldn't call it. I like letting the kids play. If it's something blatant and he takes a couple steps with it, then it might be worth calling. But there, he was just going for a hesitation crossover, and I didn't see his hand come under the ball.
If it's like Jason Williams, that's one thing, right? Showing my age here a little bit, but when he burst into the league, I'm like, every time he's like, that's a carry. Like, this isn't even legal.
Right.
JJ makes them both.
And that's the thing. The game's so different now. And like I said, you don't want the game to be determined by referees. And I didn't see any advantage to that dribble for him anyways.
Well, I've seen a lot worse than that not get called. So for me, it's
exactly.
like, we'll let that one go. I don't have a lot of concern there either.
Exactly.
Dastrup working away from that screen. He goes to the floor. Tavita wanted to call him uncoming. Allure for three. No. Here comes Chance. Allen, he'll try from long range. That's good.
There's that shot from Allen that we've been talking about early on.
His first made three tonight. Unofficially 6 points for Jax. In the corner, Dang. That one won't go. Jax with the board. Allen sends out to Dastrup. He'll drive. Boy, that lane opened up.
Good move.
And here's that surge from Orem now.
What you don't want to see here is I don't want to see any hesitation from Judge after a few missed buckets. Great move.
You got exactly what you wanted to see, right?
They did.
Very deliberate.
And you can tell that before he even catches the ball, he knows exactly what he wants to do with it.
Hyatt works out. Oh, that just rimmed out for Kafusi. I think they wanted the lob there.
Yeah, they did. And obviously didn't like something. Hesitated a little bit.
We've got a timeout taken here by Orem. 3:22 to go in the third quarter. Tigers leading the Bulldogs 42-29 on the Rewind Sports Network. Judge basketball baseline. Burgess back on the floor here, playing with the three.
Yeah, he's got to be careful.
Did you go right at him, or are you just more worried about, hey, we're just going to try to execute here?
My thing is I wouldn't want to play out of character here, but if I have somebody like Chamberlain Burgess in, that's someone I would like to see get 4 if I was Judge. So I would try to get at him, but if it's going to cause chaos in the offense, let's just work on getting our own shot.
That three, no good. The ball touched the strap. And in honor of my colleague and good friend Dusty Lister, we hate that strap. We are not mechanical engineers, but we don't know why that's got to be in front of the basket. Pull up here. That one good. Oh, did he touch it?
That was close, but great pump fake and pull up.
It's legal in Europe.
I know. I've been saying it. Why not bring it here? Makes the game more fun.
Yeah, right? Well, it makes stats really hard. It's like, who do you credit it to?
Yeah.
You know. Two and a half to go, third quarter. Here's Burgess. Trying to wrap around. That's going to be back to Judge.
Judge pretty active, coming with a late double team there. Good spin move by Burgess, but I don't think he was anticipating that second help defender coming in.
We had 59 combined points scored in the first half, and we've just had, what, like 12 in this third quarter. It's been turnovers, some near misses.
Yeah, game's been sped up a little bit.
Here's a lure, a little flat, got his own miss. Plays like that, right?
Yep.
Just
Judge, they're getting open shots. They're just not seeing the bottom of the net.
how hard is that? I mean, you see that happen a couple times. How hard is that? Just clear it, not let that affect your approach the rest of the game.
It's easier said than done. It's pretty hard to see a few missed shots, and then you see that open shot again, and then you start to doubt yourself a little bit. You kind of need that Jordan Clarkson mentality a little bit. Just clear your mind.
Another turnover on this end is Mickelson had started to move. First game of the year. Is there something to that, Braden?
Yeah, there's little bugs. You're excited. You want to prove to yourself how good you are. You want to prove to your friends how good you are. So there's a lot of excitement and jitters, and that's just going to come with some errors.
Doesn't matter how experienced you are. Every team's different. Every year's different. Some players that maybe their senior year, you feel that pressure of, oh, my last year, and want to go out with a bang.
Right. Yeah, you create these expectations in the offseason, and you want to reach those expectations, and sometimes you let those expectations get the best of you. But like I said, as the season progresses and as you settle into games more, you'll see less of those little tiny mistakes.
Final 80 seconds of the third quarter. Skipped over, peek, extra pass. Stay.
Man, it just feels like every time Judge puts the ball on the ground, there's 2 or 3 hands coming over from Orem to poke the ball away.
Yeah.
Great play. But right there, Chamberlain Burgess disrupting the play.
Yeah, he's covering the inbounder, covering the cutter, and then with the
And
block.
there he is right there.
Great job on this defensive end of the floor from Burgess.
Yep.
Allen, that's a 2. Won't go. Allure calling for it in the block. That knocked away. That'll stay.
And there's those hands again from Orem.
Talk about the intensity that we've seen from Judge in the last second quarter. We've
good
seen
finish.
the Orem defense has really been impressive tonight. They've given us some open looks, but man, been very active, great help.
Right. And this Judge team, when you look at how they play, they're honestly hard to guard, very athletic, able to get downhill. They're creating a lot of open shots for themselves too. So considering how good this Judge team is, just goes to show how solid Orem has been on defense.
12 seconds left, shot clock turned off here. There's Burgess. We got a foul here on the floor. I like that Burgess hasn't shied away from contact either. He's not been afraid to go right at it.
Right. Really trying to get what he wants, not fading away.
Just the second team foul on Judge, so they do have fouls to give here with 6 seconds left. That one floated up, won't go. Rebounded by Allure and the Dogs. The heave, too strong. We head to the fourth and final quarter of the season opener. Orem leading Judge 42-31. Welcome back. Start of the fourth quarter. Dane Stewart, Braden Johnson with you. And boy, what a start for Orem here. Had a big first quarter, big run in the second quarter. Been able to continue that lead. Here's we start the fourth. The Judges had some looks. Haven't been able to convert. See if they can change that here in this fourth quarter. Here's Dang. Boy, how about
That's
that
a great
Dang?
keep. Great keep.
Talk about how decisive he's been tonight. You see that right there. He sees that edge and just takes off.
Yeah, and Orem, they've been jumping those screens the second half, and I think he knew that going in, so was able to keep that.
Hyde will kick out Burgess. He's going to try the three. Gets his own miss, and then is fouled.
Man, a part of me wanted to see that go in, see him extend his game just a little bit.
Yeah, we've had really both teams at times have struggled on this, north end?
Yeah, just a little bit.
2 free throws here for Burgess. And that's his first point of this second half. Had that strong first quarter. Foul trouble kind of took him out of rhythm a little bit.
I was going to say, when you get into foul trouble, you could be having a great game, but that could really throw off your rhythm
Not
a little
that
bit.
you ever had that happen, right?
Unfortunately, it happens to the best of us.
11-point game. Oh, Jax.
I don't mind that slip from Judge.
Here's a three. Apithjang, no. He hit a three early. He's not hit a field goal since. JJ on the drive. He'll kick out to Peak. Another board here from JJ. Good D by Mickelson. Peak's three is short. We've got a timeout here taken by Orem. Timeout, 30 seconds. We'll leave it here. We'll share some of our sponsors with you. I want to remind you that KSL Sports Rewind is presented by Heinemann and Associates. If you have any legal needs, the experts at Heinemann Associates can help take care of you for a free consultation. Just tell them Rewind sent you. You call 801-472-7742. Of course, it's Football Championship Eve. So we've got, if you're a football fan, we've got our 5A, 6A, and 4A state championships. You can catch those live on KSLSports.com. We'll be up at the U all day tomorrow. It's been a long time since I can recall basketball started before football. It feels a little off. We appreciate your patience. We're kind of spanning both sports here, but great to be inside and to not be out in the weather. There's winter right around the corner here. And great to have Braden Johnson for game number 1.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Rewind.
It's been fun. I have always been trying to find a way to get into hoops, so it's a good opportunity for me to stick with it.
I'll tell you, once you start doing this, there's no other better way. Allen gonna have a foul here. Ooh. Called a block here on Ismail.
Now, Allen did a good job creating that, getting downhill and being aggressive and not being shy, because Judge came out trying to meet him early with that, and he just kept trying to get to his spot, was able to create the foul.
See Dane coming out to defend Chamberlain. Astrup kicks over. Mickelson thought about the three. He'll take the 15-footer. No.
Good hustle by Orem.
Wow. Shot clock reset. 6 to play. Burgess, little fadeaway, no. Mickelson keeping it here. They reset the shot clock on that one. Burgess trying to be aggressive allure with the block.
Not a bad move by Burgess, but really there was the defense going straight up and meeting him. I believe that's his fourth.
That's a play that Chamberlain has been able to get that shot off a lot tonight. Allure able to stand up, get that block. Might be the first block for Judge tonight.
I think you're right. Burgess has kind of been able to get whatever he's wanted tonight, so good defense by Judge.
Another extended possession there for Orem. Another one they are unable to come away with points on. Had some looks, able to keep it alive for a while. Here's a three on the other end. That won't go. Wesley with the board. Allen on the run. Dastrup is fouled. Ismail came back, but again, you see the speed of Dastrup, just hard to keep up with.
Yeah, you could tell he intentionally slowed down to get that call. Good body control by Dastrup.
A pair of free throws here for Chance.
Man, this Judge team, they're getting great looks. It's unfortunate to not see the ball go in the bottom of the net, but they are getting considerably good looks.
Pair here for Dastrup, 4 points tonight for the senior. And, you know, that's the other thing we talk about this game. Well, it feels like Judge is trying to make that push. Orem's been able to answer every time. They've not gotten this, and they got it down to single digits for like a minute. Orem pushed back up, and they've been able to keep that separation this whole second half.
Right. Yeah, Judge just can't quite get over the hump.
Oh, Dastrup able to poke that away. Allen's finish won't go. Hyatt keeps it here. Good handoff.
A great dump off the guy.
Judge trying to push. Dastrup ended up on the floor, not sure how. A quick shot there for Judge.
I'm glad they're not shying away from their shot.
Well, there's a couple times where it feels like maybe that hip coming in to Dastrup, and they kind of let that contact go.
Yeah. It's just it's a subjective call. It kind of depends on the angle of the ref and where he's looking. But I again, if they let things go, I don't mind it.
There's Dang, a three. No, boy, he had that hot hand in the first half. Been able to find it in the second half. Burgess running the floor.
Good run by Burgess.
You gotta love a big man who can get up and down the floor like Chamberlain Burgess. 50-33. We will take a quick break and be back. Welcome back. 4 to go here in regulation. Judge basketball. A reminder, we will have every Orem game for you right here on the Rewind Sports Network. The next one, Friday night. Orem gonna head up to take on Layton Christian. It's the same Layton Christian team that defeated these Bulldogs last night. Should be a good battle with the Tigers and the Eagles.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, dang, just couldn't get that one to go. Dastrup. Not only is it the speed, it's the elusivity.
I was going to say, and there's no slowdown with him. He's able to make that quick and decisive decision while going as fast as he is.
Yeah, it's the way all of us short players wish we could have played the game. Very few of us could. Here's a lure straight away. No. Boy, and I've got Judge with just 2 field goals in the second half.
Yeah.
3 field goals.
Yeah, it's that mental block of, you're still taking good shots. They're just not seeing it go in, and sometimes that's just how the game goes.
Yep. Kofusi, his second 3 of the night. Nice opening night for the freshman.
He's got some good confidence there. A lot of times freshmen are afraid to take that shot, but he's taking a few with confidence. He's looking good.
Yep. Dang shot won't go. The follow from Allure. And just like that.
Look at that. Good recovery by Judge.
Yeah. Here's Dang. Burgess trying to come back. Dang with a finish. We've got another timeout going to be taken here by Orem. 2 minutes to go. 53-37, Tigers. 2 to go here at Orem. Little Neil Diamond. I was not a Neil Diamond fan until a certain movie came out in my high school days.
What was that?
Saving Silverman.
Haven't seen it.
Really? I don't know that I'd recommend it, but there's Allen. .12 on the shot clock. Astro given to Hyatt.
Oh.
Wesley can't get the second attempt to go. Judge on the run. Transition 3.
There it is.
His second 3 of the night. Orem really spreading things out here. Judge fouling. I think that's the 14th foul on the Bulldogs.
Yeah. Kind of looks like Orem's kind of going to the old school 4 corners like before we had the shot clock implemented.
How would you have liked to have played with the shot clock?
I would have loved it. When I got to college, it was a completely new game. Scores used to be like if you got to 50s in high school, that was a high-scoring game. Now it's nothing.
It has certainly changed it. And I think, one, it's better for the flow, the entertainment aspect, but two, it's better for the player prep. Right?
Oh, 100%.
If you're used to that in high school, preparation for college, regardless of the level, it's just better.
Right. There's so many benefits to it. It's actually kind of crazy to think we played for so many years without a shot clock.
Yeah.
But it's so much more entertaining to watch.
This will send Dasher to the line. That was the 5th team foul. Oh, off the back of the rim. Rolls in. We like surprises. I'm going to surprise Braden here. I didn't give you a heads up on this. At the end of the game, we're going to let you select a player of the game, Braden.
Oh, so perfect.
You got 42 seconds here to be thinking about that.
Sounds good.
Judge at the line. This is Allure. Not a bad effort from Judge. I mean, we talked about it. Had good looks. Weren't able to convert at the rate that they'll be able to as this season matures, but the offense is there.
Right. A great learning opportunity for them. They've got everything they need to be a good team, I believe. Again, just a few missed shots didn't go their way, but a really athletic team, really active on defense. I can see them doing some things this season.
There's an intensity they play with that you better bring it when you play the Dogs.
Yeah, it's hard to match.
This Orem team, though, really flexing their talents. Allen with that spin wouldn't go. Burgess offensive board, no. Gets his own miss. That one's good. And Burgess kind of laughing, finally. A lot of expectations for this Orem group in 5A. Your thoughts of this Orem group?
They are fun to watch. I'm excited to see how the season progresses and just how well they mature as a team. There's a few moments there where they could improve, but overall, 1 through 5, man, they are a stacked group.
56-42, your final score. The Tigers defeating Judge Memorial. Bring your final thoughts and a selection of a player of the game.
Man, fun game overall. I expect both these teams to be very good going on. Disappointing night for Judge, but again, I think they're going to be right there in the race to win it. Orem, I think they're just as advertised. It's tough picking a player of the game because I could go 1 through 5. Dastrip, creating plays for teammates, Jax Allen. But I think I'm going to go with Chamberlain Burgess just with how active he is. All the boards he's gotten. I don't know how many boards he has. He got into some foul trouble, but I think he handled it well. Just overall, I give it to him just because he's an active player and influences the game in so many different ways.
He impacted it all over the floor tonight, offensively, defensively, scoring, all the little things. Chamberlain Burgess, your player of the game, as the Tigers defeat the Dogs 56-42. For Austin Bigelow, Brayton Johnson, my name is Dane Stewart. Thanks for joining us. A reminder, you can catch Orem at Layton Christian right here on KSLSports.com. Friday night, 7 o'clock. Come back and join us as we'll have Orem basketball all the way through the regular season as they try to capture the 5A state championship. Thanks for joining us. Have a great night. We'll see you next time here on the Rewind Sports Network.